Hi, hello friends. Today we are trying Gale's root beer. So Gale Force winds, it looks like crazy. You see a girl here, the dog, the leaves blowing around. It's just wild. I've seen this bottle of root beer around at some specialty stores and some more world market style stores, but nowhere else really. And I'm like, another root beer brand. Okay. Now, is it going to be as good as Fitz's root beer? I'm using that as the bar. You know, this has to beat that bar, or at least meet it for me to think this is absolutely just top-notch amazing. We shall see. The history about this is, I'm not too sure, but there's a lot written on the bottle itself, so we'll go from with that. Okay, let's do that. So it says here at the top, a word from Chef Gale Gand. I love root beer. While cooking in England some years ago, my root beer sources dried up and I was forced to do without. So I got a little brown terrier puppy and named him Rooty. When Rooty and I got back to the United States, I started making my own root beer to serve in my restaurants. Now I'm pleased to present my best batch ever. Rooty and I know you'll love it. Enjoy. Made by Chef Gale Gand, cinnamon ginger vanilla flavored. Copyright 2004, so it's been around about 20 years and then some. Distributed by Gale's Bread and Butter Incorporated, Riverwoods, Illinois. It's got real cane sugar in it and just your average cinnamon, ginger, vanilla extract. All of the good stuff that you need to make a root beer taste like a root beer. So, all right, so let's open this up. It looks like it's a twist top. Ooh. That was very quick. Smells very sweet. Smells cinnamony too. I like that. Oh, damn. That smells damn good. I like, frick, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at, oh, yeah. All right, so it has your typical root beer look to it. Brown, amber colored. Here we go. Here is Gale's root beer going in. It has a sharpness to it. Has a bit of spices. You could definitely tell that there is a cinnamon flavor in there that is very, I don't want to say it's potent, but it's definitely dominant. It's like probably 50% cinnamon and then the rest are the other flavors. Oh, the ginger vanilla. This tastes very close to an A&W root beer. It's definitely not a Fitz's style root beer. It's creamy, but definitely has a bite and a sharpness to it. I can't stop thinking about that cinnamon flavor in this. Okay, there's one thing I could say about this. Compared to some other root beer flavors, you know whenever you have those root beer barrel candies, this tastes so much like it. Now, you could say that about a lot of root beer flavors, but this one is very close to that root beer barrel candy taste. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't really know. It just depends. But another thing I will say is that this is the closest thing that I could tell you if there was a hybrid between an A&W root beer and a Pepsi Holiday Spice. Because the cinnamon in this is very kicking. There is a lot of it enough to where it's very like present and it's almost too much. Like it's right on the line. It's not too much where it's just overloaded, but it's like, you're bringing that level of cinnamon up pretty close, bro. It's not too high, but it's right there. And I dig it. I'm loving it. But if you give it another pinch of cinnamon and toss it into the top of this bottle, it may be too much. So it's right there, bro. Don't go any further. But it's not a bad tasting root beer. It's sweet. It's got a sharpness to it. It's a bit refreshing. I feel like it's almost a little bit too sweet though, where it's on the verge of being a little bit too syrupy kind of tasting. But yeah, it's still present with a nice refreshing quality to it. The vanilla is there enough to give it a nice creamy taste. So when this first hits your tongue, you get a sweet but almost spicy ginger taste. Like you feel that sizzle, which is that's where it cuts and you get that like nice sharpness. And then it morphs into a creamy vanilla kind of froth, which is great. Awesome. A sweet vanilla creamy kind of froth. But while that's happening, there is cinnamon lurking in the background. It's watching. And then once the vanilla kind of subsides a little bit, the cinnamon comes in and it's like, wow. And that's what you taste the most of. Like 50% into the taste experience of this, you get nothing but a cinnamon taste with your standard root beer general kind of taste, a root beer barrel candy taste. And it's a lot of stuff happening. It's refreshing. It's got some overt sweetness. It's got some cinnamon in there to really kind of fluff it up with some other spices. So I would say that, yeah, this is definitely a unique tasting root beer. Now, is it good? It depends on what you think good is. Now, if you're looking for a more, I don't want to say exciting root beer, but a root beer that is somewhat off the beaten path, this is a good one to go to. But if you're looking for just a nice general frothy, creamy, vanilla taste of a root beer, it's iffy with this one. But yeah, I would say I'd try this again. It's not bad. There's far other root beers that would probably beat this one, just overall in general. But this one seems to be in a category all on its own. And I think that's what they're maybe striving to be like this. But yeah, it's still decent. I will say this, it's not a bad soda overall. It's just, as a root beer, it's a little, yeah, just different and unique. So all that being said, Gale's root beer, I will give it a 7 out of 10. Because there's a lot happening. It's still good, but there is a little wonkiness with the taste. It's a little too much cinnamon. But if you love cinnamon, you may really love this. I love cinnamon too, but I think they need to tone it down a bit more with the cinnamon. Maybe add a bit more vanilla. That'd just be my preference. But not at all a bad tasting thing. It's just, it's not perfect as a root beer. Unique. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for uniqueness, but overall it's a 7 out of 10. Pick it up. I'd recommend it. Check it out. See if you like it. And that is it for this cheat day review. As we tried Gale's root beer, 7 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching this cheat day review. I am DJ Glowing Ice, always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. I'll see you next time. Peace out.